Hey church family, this is Karen Hudrick. It is Tuesday, and today I am coming to you from Job 16, 17, and 18. And my understanding of this portion of Job is he's at a pretty difficult place and he is crying out to God, and his friends are doing a decent job of listening until they aren't. And so the lesson I take out of this is some ways that we comfort others whenever they are crying out to God, whether we believe that it's a crisis or not, it's their crisis. So let me give you just a tiny bit of backstory. Throughout the whole month of May, I've been doing some detox stuff, like some things that I just needed to get rid of, and I needed to get healthy. I had relied on some crutches for too long that I thought that I needed, and so if you've ever detoxed from anything, you've ever got rid of something that's kind of been an addiction in your life, then you know that at some point you get angry. So 2 Saturdays ago, I came home from the grocery store. We were having company over on Saturday night. We were having company over on Sunday. And so we're trying to get the house clean, and the child that whose day it was to unload the dishwasher, that child was not home. They were on the golf course. I won't name which one, but it's the middle child, and it rhymes with Mandrew. And but the dishes had to be unloaded because I needed to load the next round and get ready for the meals, whatever. So I kind of angrily unloaded the dishwasher, and I get to the point where it's time to unload the Tupperware. Now, I don't know if your Tupperware cabinets are perfect, and if they are, I would love to see pictures of them. Post them underneath here because I want to see your perfect Tupperware. Ours is not. So we have like this hodgepodge of like Tupperware that we've probably had since we got married 19 years ago. And then we have like things that you you buy on Black Friday. And then you have like the crummy Tupperware that's like stained with spaghetti stains from like the last 10 years. And then you have this hodgepodge of stuff. So I'm not kidding. I opened up our Tupperware cabinet and there were 14 lids, 2 bowls. Nothing matched. Nothing. Like, where did they go? Did the dishwasher eat it? Are they under my kids' beds? Probably. Did they throw them away in their lunch? Probably. Nothing matched. And I threw the lids across my kitchen. I said words that were not very nice. I slammed our kitchen door and I started walking out into our field. Now, I don't know if you can see our field. Not all of it belongs to us, but I just started walking and I just started crying, and I was so mad and I was so angry. And really, I was just frustrated with what my body was going through, but I didn't know how to really say it out loud. And I'm just yelling at God, and I'm yelling at my kids, and I'm just screaming out loud. And on my way there, I find 19 golf balls in our field. So I get back, I'm done crying. I had my own pity party. So I get back up here. This child is back home. I say, because I just shoved all the golf balls into my shirt, like I just start tucking them, and I'm crying and angry and mad. And anyway, I dump them all on our patio, and I said, well, look what I found in the grass. And this kid was like, well, thanks for unloading the dishwasher, and thanks for finding all the golf balls. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, you're supposed to be feeling sorry for me. I want your pity. I want you to I want to find grace for you. I want you to beg me to forgive you. That's not the reality of life. Because you know what? It wasn't his problem. It was mine. And just like in this situation with Job, his friends are trying to listen and they're trying to be comforting. And I'm sure that my neighbors thought that I was crazy as I was throwing my fits and throwing Tupperware around everywhere. But it was mine to bury, and it wasn't anyone else's. But as comforters, like, we try to come up with the right words. We try to come up with the right scripture. We try to come up with the right Facebook post. We try to, say the right things and do the right things, and we bring food, and all those things are amazing. But here's what comes out of Job for me. In my Bible, it says, if someone is in need, here are the things that they truly do need. Number 1, don't just talk for the sake of talking. I do that all the time. I ramble. So I'm guilty of this all the time. If someone is in need, I'm probably going to talk them to death, and they can't wait for me to leave. But I can learn from this. Number 2, don't accuse or criticize. The last thing I want whenever I'm in the pits of despair is for someone to say, told you so. Like, how far is that going to get me? Number 3, put yourself in the other person's place. That's not always easy to do. And number 4, offer encouragement. Our mission is to be one and make one. And I believe that in this passage, this beautifully simplifies when someone is in the midst of crying out to God, whether it be over the most ridiculous Tupperware or the biggest pit and the biggest crisis, and on their knees praying to God that something's going to change, we need to help be one and make one. And that's what I take out of today's passage. I hope that you have a great Tuesday, and I will see you next week.